and then you just turn on the TV, and Terminator was on, the original one. And it's been so long since I've seen that movie that I just was like, I let myself watch it again. And it's so good. That movie is so good. And so I was like, I'm going to watch the second one. I'm going to download the second one and download the third one. And so I did that, and I watched them on the plane. The second one is, even better. The second one is one of the best movies of all time, especially when it comes to, like, futuristic robot shit or, like, action even, or whatever. The third one then I watched on the way to Cleveland, and that it's so weird tonally what happens to a movie when a director stops doing it and then another director tries to do it. Like James Cameron is an amazing director, and whoever directed the third one, it was just not the same, And it was like Claire Danes was in it, and Nick Stahl was in it, and they're great actors, but it just seemed, I don't know, it seemed off, Like casting that guy, Patrick, what was the guy who played the T-1000? Robert Patrick? Like that was such a good choice, And like, but it was like off beat. It wasn't like he wasn't a star. He was just like him, the guy that they wanted to cast, and he was perfect. And then they tried to cast some supermodel for they called her the Terminatrix. Pandering. And she was like so hot. And in the first 10 minutes of the movie, like the cop pulls her over and she makes her own titties bigger because she sees a Victoria's Secret ad. Hey, that's when I fucking was like, oh, come on. I rolled my eyes on the plane. I broke the third wall to nobody. And I went, look at this. Hey, she made her titties bigger because she saw a Victoria's Secret ad and it said, what is sexy? And the cop came up and her titties went, burp. Terminatrix. Sexual. Dude, and she had this red leather outfit on the whole time, like blend in. Hey, blend in. It was a supermodel that they cast. Man, she was fucking badass though. That's the thing, dude. When you make the best one and then you just try to up, like she would like the T-1000, first of all, getting into dorky territory, but the T-1000 was the kind of person was a robot was liquid metal, and Arnold Schwarzenegger's like, he's more advanced than me. He's liquid metal. How? Yes. He's liquid metal. How? What the hell does that mean? And then he was like, and then they were like, well, how do we? The studio heads were like, well, we don't have James Cameron. Well, how do we make it be the shit? And they were like, well, what if she could also shoot weapons and stuff? Oh yeah. And then it was like she was making her armed flamethrowers and buzzsaws. And it was the same movie as the second one, only more. That's like what franchises do to try to, and then it was just not, I wasn't into it, but I'm going to watch the fucking rest of them. I'm going to watch number 4 and number 5.